Fast forward to May, I gave birth. When they were coming to pick my child, I had over 40 policemen in the hospital. 2 policemen were in front of my door with BB guns. Shebi, as I'm saying the stories, as if I'm telling an own video. The things I experienced, I'm just jumping. Mr. Lalekon was part of it every single step of the way, because even at the hospital, when they were coming to remove my baby, he had a battalion of people. That was the day that I knew that Save the Woman might be small before the eyes of the people, but the community is large and they are powerful in their own form. People came to the hospital, different people, and very little people were blacks, and majority of the people there were whites, and everyone was crying. It was so bad to the point where the hospital was shaking, and people were like, this woman that they want social services coming to remove her child today, there's a community outside, they are shouting that they cannot remove this thing for her. The one that shocked me first was when my niece responded, and actually, they even said, she said, I used to tell her to wake up early in the morning and clean the whole house. And she does this every day before going to school. Before God and man, I did none of these things. And I'm asking her, and she's telling me, yes. And I'm saying, what? What did you just say, Miracle? You clean house every day. She now said, At that point, I knew that I have entered trouble, but in my mind, I did not know the trouble was going to escalate just like that. On the 25th of January, I say, it was at about 4 p.m. when we had this meeting in their school. I came out from the school with hot tears in my eyes because these allegations are too grievous and I did not do it. How could I have put pepper inside my own sister's child? We are just 3. My mom is late. I am the eldest of 3 siblings. This is my youngest sister's daughter who had this child when she was just 14. And I came out, my husband is in the car with my older daughter who was just 20 months at that time. And I'm crying. My husband is asking me, why are you crying? I couldn't say anything because I have fought my husband because of this same needs of mine. So where do I start to tell him that this is what I have just been accused of? I didn't shout. I didn't say anything to my niece. I was even too afraid to talk to her. We got home. I called my dad and I'm like, look at what has happened. And I'm talking to her. And the next thing, when we got home, she's telling me that it's a teacher that said she should say those things. Because I'm there crying. Now, why would you do this? Miracle, do you know what you've done? You've put me in trouble. She said, it's my teacher. Also, she used to see the witches. The witches told her to put us in trouble. The witches said she must lie. The witches told her it was time for her to kill her little sister, which is my older child. I couldn't sleep that night. I was just in tears till morning. And then on the 26th, we took her to school. We didn't shout at her. We couldn't. We were still trying to ponder our head about this allegation because the school only just asked me and they didn't tell me anything afterwards. On the 26th, my husband went to school at about 3 p.m. to pick her. They told my husband he can't pick her, that social services are having conversation with her, and they would like to even see the mother. My husband sensed that there was an issue. So he waited. After 40 minutes. They did not allow him to see the girl. Nobody's saying anything. He's just there at the reception. He now came home. The speed with which my husband came home and he was breathing. Babe, I think there is trouble. They said I should call you. They refused to give me Miracle. I went to the school. I sat at the reception. After 40 minutes, they came out, took my car keys, and 2 policemen came out with one man and they say, you're under arrest. They speak this, their law. It was as if I'm watching an American movie. They open a case of child trafficking.
Oh my God.
The social worker that was allocated to me is a devil in human form. There is nobody that can tell me otherwise. Yeah. They did a DNA test. The DNA results came out. The worst part is, it was my niece who said I am an auntie. But when they were going to do DNA tests, they also did DNA tests for my husband and my biological child. So just by what I said, now you can imagine what they were trying to do. And then